Nicolas Copernicus was a Renaissance era mathematician and astronomer who formulated the heliocentric theory of the universe, which proposed that the Earth and other planets revolve around the Sun. His work marked a significant turning point in the history of science, challenging the long standing geocentric model advocated by Ptolemy. Copernicus' theories laid the foundations for modern astronomy and influenced later scientists such as Galileo Galilei, Johannes Kepler, and Isaac Newton. Copernicus was born on February 19, 1473 in city of the Kingdom of the Poland, orphaned at the young age. He was raised by his uncle, a prominent church officer. His uncle's influence ensures that Copernicus received a high quality education. He first studied at the university where he was introduced to mathematics and astronomy. Later, he traveled to Italy, enrolling at the universities of Bologna and Padua, where he studies law, medicine, classical literature. However, his primary passions remain astronomy. During his studies, Copernicus became increasingly skeptical of the geocentric model, which placed Earth at the center of the universe. This model, based on the teaching of Aristotle and Ptolemy, had been widely accepted for over 1,000 years. However, Copernicus noted several inconsistencies in planetary motions that could not be explained under this system. Inspired by ancient Greek philosophers such as Aristarchus of Samos, who had previously suggested a sun-centered system, he began formulating his own heliocentric model. In his seminal work, De Revolutionary on the Revolutions of the Celestial Sphere, published in 1543, Copernicus presented his theory that the Sun, rather than the Earth, was the center of the universe. He argued that Earth rotates on its axis and orbits the Sun, along with other planets. This idea was revolutionary and fundamentally changed humanity's understanding of the cosmos. Despite the profound implications of the Copernicus work, it was met with skepticism and resistance, particularly from religious authorities, the Catholic Church, as well as the Protestant leaders like Martin Luther were hesitant to accept a model that contradicted biblical interpretations of the universe. Many scholars also dismissed the heliocentric theory due to the lack of the direct observational evidence at the time. Though initially controversial, Copernicus' ideas gained traction over time. In the early 17th century, Galileo Galilei used telescopic observation to provide empirical evidence supporting the heliocentric model. Johannes Kepler refined Copernican theories by demonstrating that planetary orbits were elliptical rather than circular. Later, Isaac Newton's law of motion and universal gravitation provided the mathematical framework that solidified the heliocentric model as the accepted cosmological theory. Copernicus' contributions to the science cannot be overstated. His work ignited the scientific revolutions, shifted humanity's understanding of the universe, and paving the way for modern astronomy and physics. Today he is regarded as one of the most important figures in the history of the science. His name is honored in various ways, including the naming of the Copernican principle, which suggested that Earth is not a privileged position in the universe, as well as numerous astronomical objects and institutions. Nicolas Copernicus was a visionary thinker whose heliocentric theory transformed our perceptions of the cosmos. Despite facing significant opposition, his ideas eventually lead to the acceptance of the sun-centered solar system, influencing generations of the scientists and reshaping our understanding of the natural world. His legacy endures as one of the most groundbreaking contributions to the history of science.